Yesterday, I mentioned how I want to live in a world, I want to be the type of person that makes mistakes in front of other people to show them that I'm not perfect. And today, I've had, I guess, the part two of that thought, which is I need to let people make their own mistakes too. I need to let people make their own mistakes too so that they can learn and grow from it. You may have had this moment before. This is the one that I tend to think about and try to avoid, which is when you have learned something in your life. You have learned a lesson the hard way, probably, and then you see someone in your life that you really love and care about to make the same mistake. And there's nothing you want more than for them to not feel the pain of making that mistake. It's like having a sibling or a cousin or a best friend that may be, your age, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, whatever. We're all at different stages, different phases in our lives. And you see them about to do exactly what you once did long ago. And you know exactly what pain, what discomfort is coming next. And you don't want them to feel it. You want them to be happy, to be healthy, to be safe. And then you realize that by not allowing them to experience that and make their own mistakes, you are robbing them. I think I missed a part that I was going to say before. The reason I was thinking about this all is, well, it's something I often have to remind myself of over time. I notice people doing things, saying things, experiencing things, and I just want them to learn the lessons that I've learned, because I know that on the other side of whatever discomfort they may be going through, there's joy and love and happiness. I sometimes forget that in order to get there, they have to get through the pain first. In order to get to that level of growth, they have to learn. They have to be in that environment to grow. It's not my job to help someone avoid pain. A better description of what my job as a human is would be to support someone going through whatever pain they may be going through, not to avoid it, not to get rid of it, but to help them see what's on the other side. That's something I easily forget over time. And then I spend all of this mental energy, all of this emotional energy wanting someone to behave a certain way or think a certain thing. And newsflash, it doesn't work. It doesn't do anything for me and doesn't do anything for them. At least not anything good, not anything productive or positive or helpful. The intention is good. The intention of wanting someone to be at their best, to be healthy and safe and all of that stuff. It's a worthy, it's a valid, it's an honorable intention, but it ultimately does more harm than good. For the people in my life that I most care about and most love, just because they're around me most often, I have to regularly remind myself that they are their own human beings going through their own lives, experiencing their own things, making their own stories. And me, I just get to be there to experience what they share with me. I'm not there to write their stories. I'm there to see them, to read them, to enjoy them, to celebrate them. And that's important. That's important for me to know right now. The people in your life, they're at a different stage than you. Every single person. Some stages may be similar, yeah. But ultimately, we're all in different places. Because there is no one stage for everything. No, it's all about the different areas of your life. You know, in some areas you're just starting. In some areas you may be a seasoned pro. That doesn't mean that someone your age has the same skills, the same experiences, the same stories, the same chapters, the same stages. We're all different. We're all different. And I think that's beautiful. I really do. Today I was shoveling the snow. We had a pretty big snowstorm here in New Jersey. And shoveling some snow, just doing some hard work, reminded me that, you know, the people in my life, no matter what I want them to do or how I want them to be, they are living their own lives. I love reminding myself that any person I'm talking to is also on their first ride on this planet. Like, it's their first time doing life at whatever stage they're at. Meaning we're all learning, we're all making mistakes. And I think that's beautiful. I can't stress it enough. I love it so much. I love it so much because anytime I could think about something like this, and I say I can think about it because I have to remind myself about it, but anytime I think about this, I feel overwhelming love and joy, and I feel lucky. I feel lucky to know these things, to think these things, because I also know that I'm pretty young. I'm very young. I have so much life left ahead of me, and I also know that I don't know how much life is ahead of me, and it could be over in an instant. So I'm glad I've learned what I've learned so far. I'm glad that I'm sharing what I've learned on the internet here so that even when my time comes, well, it'll still be there. All of it. I think all of these lessons that I'm learning are just going to grow and going to become so much more. And eventually this is going to become so much more. I don't know how, I don't know when, but it will. Because I'm always learning. I'm letting myself make mistakes. I'm letting the people around me make mistakes. Because our mistakes are our greatest teachers. That's all. Yep. I'm good. We got there. Thank you so much for being here and just making your own mistakes. I let you, and I will celebrate you. I'm what that was me trying to say something and completely biting my own tongue. And you see, I gotta deal with that now because I don't edit these videos. What I do is I post them raw. And you know what? What a beautiful example of making mistakes and learning from them. I bet you I was trying, you know what? I was definitely trying to be like poetic. Nah, actually, I really love that. I really love that just happened. Oh, that's good. That's pretty good. Wow. Notice how everything just kind of shifted right there. My entire state. I was definitely like deep in thought. And now I'm actually just straight up speaking to you. I'm just chatting. And you know what? That's how it's meant to be. I hope you made it this far. These are my normal glasses, you see. I hope you made it this far. Because I think now is probably when it gets good. Now is when the episodes start making sense. And by making sense just the opposite, they make no sense. And I love that. I love that. As you can tell, I'm very full of love today. I don't know what it is about existing, but existing is so cool to me. So much love. So much love to share, to have, to give, to see, to know, to read, to absorb, to manifest, to play, to win. Anyways, lost in thought, lost in the sauce. But yeah, a beautiful day nonetheless. I hope you have a beautiful day, have had a beautiful day, will have a beautiful day, because you are beautiful. And I love you. So I thank you. I thank you for joining me, and I do hope you realize just how special you are and just how special to me you are. Even if we haven't talked in a very long time, whether a long time is 12 minutes, 12 hours, 12 days, 12 years, I do love you. And until you and I meet again, speak again, just remember to always fill up with the love. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.